excited to show you what I have been up to, and here I just need to find it. So I am making for my garden a vertical support. I don't know what you would call it. A vertical support for my tomato plants this year, and I'm going to show you what I've got going on. So let's head out to the garden. Okay, so I've got most of my garden planted. I wanted to bring you guys along on the journey for doing that. I just didn't have the time to record, and I needed to get them in the ground, but I did set up my tomato setup here so far, and I want to show you what I'm doing this year. So my tomatoes are going to go straight along here. Bless you. They're going to go straight along here. And what I did was I just went up to my home hardware and I got some dowel. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 of them. And then I got this garden wire, and I just drilled a hole in the top of each one. You can see here. Well, you can't really see, but I drilled a hole and I pulled the wire through and just wrapped it along so I had something across the top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this same wire and I'm going to attach it from the top wire down to the root of my plant. That way my plant has something to hold on to as it grows higher and higher, instead of using tomato baskets. So I'm going to plant my plants today, and I'll show you what I mean once I get them going, but super excited here. Okay, so I've got all my tomato plants here. Now it's been super windy and we've had tornado take covers the last couple days, and I haven't been able to get out and do them, so I thought I'll get out this morning and do them right now while the wind's still not too crazy. So here are all my tomato plants, a mix of cherries and beefsteak, and all I did here is just kind of laid them out to show me where I'm going to need my spacing. So I've got about 5 between each post and then 1 at the middle post, and I'm going to go ahead and plant them, and I'm going to show you the method I'm going to use with the wire here. So I'm basically going to take a strand of the wire and attach it up here on this wire, and I'm going to run it straight down, and I'm going to hook it to the base of my tomato plant when I plant it, so it's right at the root, and then it'll just grow straight up. And I'm going to continue to use this fabric tape to fasten it to the wire. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant the tomato first, and then I'm going to attach this wire. I really hope you can hear me. I need to invest in getting a mic. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stretch this wire out, see how far I need it to be. So I'm just going to attach it at the top here. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm just going to take the end and wrap it around so it's tight on the wire up top, and then I'll know kind of where I need it to hang down. Okay, so I've got that there. I'm going to stretch it down, and then I'm going to give myself quite a bit. Told you it's windy. Oh my gosh, how funny. Okay, so I'll show you here what I did. So I attached it at the top here, and then I just run it straight down, and I want to give myself quite a bit of extra at the bottom so this can go in the ground down with the root. Does that make sense? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this beefsteak tomato, and I'll show you how we'll attach it to the root. Okay, so the cool thing about tomato plants is I don't know if you can see all the little hairs on the vine here, but all those hairs will actually root if they're under the dirt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant them in a trench, kind of on their side. I'll show you what I mean here. Just gonna plant a bit of pull a trench up like this. And now I'm going to take it out of my bucket here, or cup. I take the supports off, save those, so I'm going to need them again. Take out my stick, and I'm going to take it out of the cup. Okay, so now here I've got my tomato plant. I'm going to lay it in the ground sideways, and then I'm going to bring it up like this. So what this is going to do is all these roots under the ground are going to, all the stem under the ground is going to root, making this a much stronger root system for when it starts growing and having weight on it. So there you can see what I mean. So now I'm going to take this rope or this string that I have, and I'm going to push it down, all the way down, down into the ground. And then I'm going to kind of just wrap my vine around it so it's standing and it has a support. And then I'm just going to take my little tape thing here again and just kind of support it back around that wire at the bottom, and then again here at the top. So now as this grows higher and higher and higher, I'll just continue to support the top. Let me show you. So as it continues to grow taller, I'll just keep supporting it on that wire. So let me show you with another one. Okay, so I've got my wire attached up top and it's hanging down here. So I'm just gonna let it hang. Same thing, just gonna dig a little bit of a trench so you can lay your plant down sideways in it. Just like that. You're going to take your plant out of its support and its cup. Be very gentle with the stems of these because they do bend quite easy. Okay, so now I'm just going to hang it upside down, let it kind of just fall out. I'm going to take my plant, put it sideways in the dirt, and then bring the stem up. Fill that in. And then I'm going to stick my wire down in, continue to stick it down in. This one's a bit longer than I should have cut it. You just want it to go deep. Make sure it's anchored. then you're gonna just bring your plant mounded a little bit. Grab your supports again, or whatever these are called, Velcro tape. And you're just gonna support it up the wire. Oh, there's flies out. Same thing, another one up here, and that's all this one will probably need. There you go. So there's another one done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I've got this whole lineup planted. Okay, so I wanna show you how I'm supporting the roots even better and attaching them to my upright support. So I'm gonna take this plant out, put it in the hole sideways here. Can you see that? So now what I'm doing, and I have been doing, different than the first one I showed you, is I'm taking the end of my wire, I'm just making a little hook on it like this. I'm gonna hook it around the roots so it's underneath of them, and then I'm simply just gonna fold it over so it's in a circle around the root there. You see that? And then I'm gonna push the dirt in, stand my root system or my plant up over here so it's straight, and then like I did before, mound it a bit. But now, doing it this way, you're gonna ensure that this won't slip out of the ground if it gets heavy or wind pulls on it. So now what I do is I'm just going to take the roll that I've got, pull it up to the top where I'm attaching it at the top, cutting it and wrapping it around there. Okay, so here is my setup. They all have their wire attached from the top to the bottom for support, and they're all attached. You can see here for how much they need. You can see this one, maybe I need another one to hold that one up. But there we go. I've got all my tomatoes in the ground with the system of verticalness hanging from the top. This one's a little bit droopy. I might have to just pull this wire out and tighten it a bit, but we'll see. It's not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how you could do a vertical system without the fruit baskets for your tomato plants. There they go. I like it. So like I said, all I did was put 3 dowels in the ground. I hammered them down, and then I screwed a hole through the top of each, and I ran the wire through. So I had something at the top. There's some people too that I've seen that put another wood or PVC pipe across the top. But I'm gonna try it this way and see how that goes. But yeah, I've got all my tomatoes planted now. So on this side, I've got all my beefsteaks. And this one's not looking too hot right now. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But here we go. I've got all my beefsteaks on this side, my cherry tomatoes on this side, and I'll give you guys an update as they grow. So there you go. That is how you do the vertical growing for tomatoes. I'm not even sure what you call this. A lot of people call it the string method. I'm just calling it the vertical method. I just want everything growing up this year. Another reason why I did the walk-through trellises here and here is I've got things growing on each side of each trellis. Where am I backwards here? Each side of each trellis that are going to grow up and climb, and then I want to get all of my tomatoes up as well. But yeah, there you go, guys. If you've never tried this method, I'd be curious to know how you like it if you do try it. And if you have tried this method before, using the strings or whatever to hold them straight up, let me know down below in the comments how it worked for you. And if you find this helpful or knowledgeable and you want to share it with somebody that you know who gardens a lot of tomatoes, share it and pass it on. And as always, I just love being able to be home and sharing this information with you guys. And if that's something more of what you want to do, is just do more of what you love and be home, there's a link in my bio. Click it, check it out, fill it out. I'd love to chat with you and show you how you could be home more often and not miss out on creating an income, and do more of what you love. And if that's being in the garden, awesome. If it's not, awesome. But if you're here, you probably like gardening things. So anyways, love and appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, you guys, for following along, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Make sure you like this video, click that bell, subscribe, ring it so you never miss a video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.